Hello, I'm Howard Ting, CEO of Cyberhaven. We are on a mission to protect every organization's most valuable asset, their data. Historically, when we've thought about data security, we've thought about keeping data within boundaries, the boundary of a database, a cloud repository, or an organization. But data does not want to stay within those boundaries. It has a natural affinity to move. And it's that movement or flow of data, along with the transformations that go with the flow, that powers the innovation in every organization. That's what makes the challenge for data security teams so difficult. How do you protect something that's constantly in motion? At Cyberhaven, we had an amazing insight that we can actually use the movement of data to help secure it. Last year, we introduced a revolutionary product. We call it Linea AI. Now, before I tell you what's next, let me explain why this was such a breakthrough innovation. You see, most of the innovation happening with generative AI right now is based on large language models. These models have been trained with trillions of words to predict the next word in a sentence. At Cyberhaven, we decided to ask a different question. Instead of modeling language and how words flow, what if we can model how data moves and how data flows? That's what led us to develop our own foundational model. We call it a large lineage model. And we've trained it with hundreds of billions of actual data flows in organizations that we've worked with over the last 5 years. Only Cyberhaven has these data flows and can build a model like this. Now, let me show you what this looks like in action. Now, imagine at your company, your CFO, Jane, shares a Google sheet that contains executive compensation and equity information with someone in accounting named John. Pretty normal. And then John downloads that file as an Excel spreadsheet. Still normal. And then John takes content from that spreadsheet and pastes it into Telegram. Traditional security tools would miss this event outright. There's no pattern in the content to match, no sensitive keywords. Only Linea AI would immediately flag this as an incident because it understands context and it understands normal data flows. And this is not normal. Now, this is only possible because we built something that had never been built before. We call it data lineage. And our product tracks every single piece of data and how it moves through an organization step by step. And it is the key enabler for Linea AI. Now, we couldn't build this with commercial off-the-shelf tools like graph databases. We had to build a completely new stack to enable us to track data lineage at massive scale. And we are still the only company that can offer data lineage at enterprise scale, which is the key enabler for Linea AI. But Linea AI is not just a really good detection engine. It's also a fully autonomous data security agent. When Linea finds an incident, it launches its own investigation and analyzes all of the context to help assess the risk level and prioritize the most critical incidents. When your incident responders review an incident from Linea AI, they don't have to spend hours running the investigation. They could simply look at the summary and make a determination within seconds. Now, here's where it gets even more powerful. Linea doesn't stop at just the incidents that it discovers. It reviews all of your incidents, even the ones that are triggered by your security policies. Now think about that for a minute. How many incidents do your policies trigger? Hundreds, thousands a day? Linea will go through all of them and help prioritize the ones that really matter and present risk to your organization. And then it goes a step further. It takes this intelligence and makes it actionable by refining your policies to ensure that your most sensitive data does not leak. And it doesn't just stop there. Linea AI helps prevent future incidents altogether. By uncovering unknown risks, it helps you refine your policies to prevent future incidents before they occur. Today, we're excited to introduce the next big evolution of the Cyberhaven platform. We've made tremendous progress with Linea AI, and we're excited to introduce a brand new way to visualize your data security posture and risk. Before we show you all of this great innovation, let's explore how some of our customers have benefited from using Linea AI over the past year.
Let's take a look at some of the incredible findings that customers have shared with us. Linea AI found highly sensitive information like product schematics, architecture diagrams, credential files, product requirement documents, and screenshots of internal messages going to unauthorized destinations like generative AI tooling, personal cloud storage, personal email addresses, unapproved web applications like file converters, and even online communities. In one example, Linea AI caught customer data, specifically CRM data, being sent to a personal email address with language that it summarized as indicating intent to recruit employees for a new venture. Now that's very contextual and can help your analysts take action immediately. Incredible. So with that, I'd like to share just a few of the comments we've received. One customer who's a leading investment manager said, Linea AI allowed us to detect users syncing sensitive files to their personal iCloud accounts without any policies. It's a game changer. Another healthcare customer said, my favorite thing is that we can just click a button to escalate. That's such a huge time saver. Another leading technology company said, we love AI-generated summaries. Linea AI also helps our customers to focus on the most important findings. For example, a large bank holding company said, when I read through the summaries, it made me realize that these incidents needed attending to. Customers love Linea, but let's quantify the value they're getting out of Linea. I'd like to share a few examples of the improvements our customers have seen. One customer identified over 50 new critical risks that their existing policies would have missed. More broadly, our data indicates that customers are experiencing up to an 80% reduction in mean time to resolution for incidents. Because it's so much easier to focus on incidents that matter, understand exactly what happened, and take action. And finally, many customers have seen a dramatic drop in the number of incidents that need additional review. By using Linea AI to reclassify findings from broad policies, the number of incidents to review typically drops by 90% or more. It's no wonder that customers love Linea, and it's only going to get better. One of the exciting things about Linea AI is how it's democratizing data security and bringing world-class data protection to companies of all sizes. Serving customers that are true innovators, those redefining their industries, means serving a lot of different customers. Some are big industrial manufacturers that are century old. Some are fast-growing startups that are changing the way we work. But one thing we consistently hear from all of them, big or small, is that their security teams are running very lean. Even in the largest enterprises, there might be only a handful of security analysts focused on data security and insider risk. At smaller firms, that number might be even smaller. That means no matter how big your company is, ensuring that the most sensitive, important data doesn't fall into the hands of competitors, speculators, or nation-state adversaries is really hard. On top of that, the reality is many analysts have to switch between 5, 6, 7 tools every day. All of these alerts and context switching take a toll on effectiveness, morale, and retention. But what if protecting data were easy? What if every company had a team of smart security analysts always on duty? Linea AI makes that possible. Our customers tell us that they use Linea as their first line of defense, eliminating noise, reviewing findings, and suggesting actions to keep mission-critical data safe. It's a bit like having an MSSP in a box. With Linea AI, every company can have an AI agent that's always ready, always on. And it's based on data lineage, so it knows the unique ins and outs of your organization. Now I'm excited to announce some incredible updates, including a significant advancement that we're launching in the new version of Linea AI. First, we're introducing a new feature called Let Linea AI Decide, which layers Linea AI's intelligence on findings from monitoring policies to assess their severity more accurately and dynamically. When creating a policy, select Let Linea AI Decide whether to create incidents. And you'll only have incidents created for activity that is deemed high or critical severity. This allows you to enforce broad policies while focusing on the findings that truly matter. Second, we've introduced new data fields on incidents with suggested data sets and policies to help you create new policies very easily. One of the great things about Linea AI is that it detects risks without any policies at all. Once you see where there's a blind spot in your policies, you might want to enact a warning policy to educate users about risky behavior or blocking policies to stop that behavior altogether. Linea AI helps you select the right data set, helps you author the policy, and then also suggest actions you can take in an automated way. Third, we've introduced new capabilities to tune Linea's large lineage model, allowing you to exclude specific sources and destinations, such as trusted domains. For example, if your company recently acquired a company, or you regularly work with an independent subsidiary, you can exclude those companies from the analysis. And finally, the one I'm most excited about, we made a significant advancement in Linea AI's content analysis capabilities, and I'm thrilled to share them with you today. Think about where your sensitive information lives in your company. It's in spreadsheets, documents, and presentations. But it's also in screenshots, PDF files, design files, email, source code, and more. All these different formats. Your data is multimodal, and your data security should be multimodal too. From the beginning, one of the things that sets Linea AI apart is our unique approach of combining data lineage with semantic analysis to provide more context around the content. Now we're proud to announce a major investment in computer vision and multimodal analysis powered by the world's most advanced frontier AI models, all of which run securely and privately within your Cyberhaven tenant. We call it content understanding because it's such a dramatically more powerful and accurate and comprehensive approach than piecemeal tactics that define content inspection and data security in the past. For example, Linea AI can correctly identify and understand the content in images from harmless memes to screenshots of product schematics. We've even extended this capability to include screenshots captured by Cyberhaven agents. That means Linea AI has even more awareness of what the user intended to do. Let's say you have a policy to monitor screenshots being sent to external destinations. Having a person review all these screenshots would be a time-consuming and expensive affair. Linea AI's content understanding can tell you that the screenshot is merely a humorous cat meme, so it's not risky. Maybe AI does have a sense of humor. That might be a lighthearted example, but it's a very real case of separating signal from noise based on a deep understanding of the content. This is such a powerful combination of world-class context about the data from data lineage plus world-class understanding of the content. It's an extension of our vision to bring the best data security solutions to the world's most innovative companies and help them build the world's best data security programs.
At Cyberhaven, we've noticed something interesting about data security. Companies typically find themselves at one of two extremes. They're either overwhelmed by granular alerts, or they're operating at such a high level that they miss critical details that are happening on the ground. Neither approach gives security teams what they really need. Today, we're changing that with Insights 360, a new dashboard capability that bridges this gap. We've mapped Insights 360 to the Data Security Maturity Model, or DSMM, the framework that's becoming the industry standard for measuring and improving data security posture. It gives a common reference point and vocabulary for data security controls, whether you're talking to your peers at another company or you're talking to an auditor. Let me walk you through how it works. When you open Insights 360, the first thing you'll see is a comprehensive view of your data classification status. Right here at the top, you can see exactly how your organization's data has been classified. Now, looking at this example, less than 15% of the data remains unclassified, putting this company ahead of most of the peers in their industry. And for many Cyberhaven customers, this is only possible using our unique blend of content and context analysis that classifies data that legacy technology simply can't. But there's more to the story. Take a look at this panel on the right. These are all the new locations where your corporate data went in just the last week. And we can change this time range to any point, a week, a month. Let me highlight something interesting here. We can see a significant amount of data flowing to freepdfconvert.com. Now, this might be perfectly legitimate, but it's exactly the type of change you want to know about. And this is where Insights 360 really sets itself apart. It doesn't just surface information, it helps you take action. Clicking here, we can drill into these events and understand just how risky they are by looking at each piece of data and how it flowed to freepdfconvert.com. As we look deeper into how our security policies respond when data leaves the company, we sometimes find surprising patterns. Notice this flow here. It's showing us that certain critical data is leaving the organization without any policy response. And this is precisely the kind of gap that needs our attention. Drilling in, we can see product designs, source code, and HR information flowing to personal cloud apps, generative AI websites, and USB devices. Fortunately, addressing this takes just a few simple steps. I can immediately create a policy to stop this data from leaving to these destinations. Now, I want to share something particularly valuable. When our customers investigate incidents, they found something important about data lineage. Many times, when sensitive data ends up somewhere it shouldn't, there's a key moment where it first spread beyond the places where it should go and the people who should have access to it. This is our super spreader event detection. It automatically identifies the key moment when sensitive data accelerated beyond its appropriate boundaries within your company. It's a pivot point where the data really began to spread. Let me show you a real-world example. The board deck contains a lot of sensitive details that probably shouldn't be broadly available within the company. Here's what happened when the board deck was uploaded to Google Drive with misconfigured permissions. You can trace its path all the way to an attempted exfiltration through WhatsApp. And we can pinpoint the moment it spread beyond where it should go. It clearly shows you where to apply policies and where user training is needed to avoid this type of thing in the future. I'd like to share just one more panel here with a call out to Cyberhaven's Linea AI technology. We're looking at MTTR, the time it takes to resolve incidents. And the data here speaks for itself. When customers turn on Linea AI, they're seeing MTTR drop by upwards of 80%. And with this view, they can demonstrate and quantify to the whole company the dramatic time and cost savings that they're achieving. So that's Insights 360. It gives you a 30,000-foot view of your data security program mapped to the DSMM as a common frame of reference. But it's also action-oriented, allowing you to drill down and understand key trends and make changes to improve your data security posture. It's available today for all Cyberhaven customers.
Cyberhaven was founded with a mission that seems almost impossible to achieve: to protect data in a world where it never stops moving. Innovation requires that this data flows freely, but security requires that the data flows safely. Today, we've announced two major breakthroughs that advance our mission. First, we're taking Linea AI to the next level. It's not just helping detect your most severe data risks, it's helping you autonomously investigate them, understand them, and help respond to them faster. As you've seen from the results our customers have achieved over the past year, it's like having your best security analyst working at the scale of a machine 24/7, never missing a beat. Second, with Insights 360, we've given you something that's never existed before, a way to visualize and understand your security posture mapped against the industry benchmark, the Data Security Maturity Model. This is a pivotal moment in data security. With the rise of generative AI, the ever-growing pace of innovation, and the increasing sophistication of nation-states trying to compromise your employees, there are unprecedented challenges for your data security program. But these are also creating opportunities. With Linea AI and Insights 360, Cyberhaven is not only helping you deal with these changes, but helping you stay ahead of them. And we are just getting started. We are committed to pushing the boundaries of what is possible in data security to ensure that every organization, regardless of size, security team, or budget, has the platform they need to protect their most valuable asset. I want to thank you all for joining us today. I want to thank all of our customers for the trust that they have placed in us. And I want to thank everyone at Cyberhaven that has worked so hard to bring this innovation to you.